Hi, good evening. It's Friday, March 19th. And today we're going to go ahead and continue on with the idea of using the jo as kind of like as a substitute for our partner's arm to kind of help us with a couple of techniques. So we'll kind of go back and review what we did on Wednesday, which was ukemi and a kokyuho or kokyunage with a back throw, the back fall. We'll also go ahead and do a shihonage, another basic technique, as well as we're going to do something called hiji kime, or arm seizing. And then we'll do that as well as into a Pokemon walk. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stand up. We have a jo that is great. If you don't, you can do a lot. You should be able to do all the same exercises we're doing without the jo. The jo is just going to help us kind of hopefully visualize where some things are. So first thing we'll start with is menuchi ikkyo undo. So which is the swinging, what we generally call the swinging up exercise. So as we bring our hands up, let's make sure that they're up. So yeah, jo is really good for that because as we rock forward, it comes up. If I don't have this above my head, I can't see. If I just put my hands here, my hands are right in front of my face. If I put my hands here, the jo's in front of my face. So as I raise up, this goes above my head, and I come back down, it comes down. So up and down. So here we go together. I'm gonna start with left with the hiji. So left hand on top, right hand on bottom, and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. Now let's change right hand, right foot in front. Nige hand. Same thing. So each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay. So now a basic pivot or kaiten. We're just going to extend the jo left to right. Okay. Left to hiji, I extend, take the full length of the jo, and I look the other way, extend out, bam, I've done my kaiten. So let's go ahead and do 6. So here's each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Now let's do happo happo window, 8 direction exercise with our jo. Now, we've already learned how to do a kaiten, so we're going to just do that as like a little mini ski. So here, 1, we ski forward. 2, we kaiten. 3, we take our left foot, step to our left. 4, we pivot or kaiten. 5, we take our left foot, step 45 degrees. 6, kaiten. 7, step 45. And then 8, kaiten. And then back to the front. If you're having a good day, whatever foot you start with and whichever direction you start facing is where you should end up. So let's try it once with just common Japanese. So each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi. And back to the front. Okay. Now right or mini handi. So now we have right hand, right foot in front. So 1, we go forward. 2, we pivot. 3, we step with our right foot. 4, we pivot. 5, we step with our right foot, 45. 6, we pivot. 7, we step with our right foot. 8, we pivot. And then we just return back. Should have right hand, right foot in front. So here, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, hachi. And then right back to where we started. Okay. And now, tenkan or turning. So here, we just take the full length of the jo, we pivot, and now we're going to just draw our foot back so we end up left hand, left foot still in front, facing in another direction. So here, take the full length, pivot, draw that foot back. So still left hand, left foot in front. In my vernacular, this is a basic tenkan because I've maintained my hami and I haven't really moved. You notice I kind of stayed right in the same spot. So here, so draw the full length, pivot, bring that foot back, each. Draw the full length, pivot, foot back, knee. Now, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, starting now right or midi hami, so right hand, right foot in front. Draw the full length, pivot, bring that left foot back, each. Draw the full length, pivot, foot back, knee. Now, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, should have ended up right hand, right foot in front. Now going back to the left is daddy hami. So in my vernacular, irimi tenkan, entering and turning. I draw the full length, take my back foot, step forward, pivot, draw the foot back. Notice my hami's changed. Draw the full length, take my back foot, step forward, pivot, draw the foot back. I'm back the way I started, okay? So I'm gonna start left hand, left foot in front. Irimi tenkan, so we draw the full length, step our back foot forward, pivot, bring that foot back, each. Now you should have right hand, right foot in front, draw the full length, step it back forward, pivot, foot comes back, knee. Now, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Now, front foot tenchin. So if I'm looking here into the camera, if something's going to attack me from my front side, you know, I draw, I acknowledge, hey, something's coming from there. And then I move my foot back. My hami will change. Front foot tenchin, bam, here. Okay, so notice it's not a stepping back. I'm not going here and then stepping back. Here, acknowledge that something's coming from my front side at an angle, and then matching that angle. Okay? So here we go. Left into that hami. So we draw, look to our left, bring the left foot back, each, and return. Draw, look to our left, and back. Knee. Return. Down, san. Shi. Go. Ro. Okay. So right from midi hami, same thing. Now to my right side. So I draw, look to my right, bring my right foot back. Each. Return. Draw, look to the right, and back. Knee. Return. And san. Shi. Go. Ro. Okay. Now, rear foot tension, I'm here, left hand, left foot in front. Now something's attacking me from this side. So I draw, I acknowledge something's attacking me from that side. I move my back foot, front foot follows, hami doesn't change. So I stayed left hand, left foot in front, but now I'm facing that way. Okay? So Here we are, left hand, left foot in front. We draw, we look to our right, 45 degrees, and come back. Each, and reset. Draw, look to the right, and back. Knee, reset. Sun. Shi. Go. Rope. Okay. So, right over behind me. Go here. Draw. Look to our left. Come back. Each. Draw. Look to our left. Back. Knee. And sun. Shi. Go. Rope. Okay. So, let's go ahead and do a quick review on a couple things we did on Wednesday. So, one thing we did is we explored yokomenuchi, side head strike. As Cat is going to come here and try to hit me on the side of the head, I'll just use that for tension that we just did. As I do that, I would end up here. Okay? How many would have changed? Hand is on top. Okay? Right hand, right foot in front, right hand's on top. Now, here I'm going to do something what I refer to as sabaki or shihonage footwork. So it draws across. Once it draws across, I'm open and I've got lots of nice things I can do. And hopefully I'm in a place where I can easily hit my partner, do a kemi, or but they can't hopefully get attacked too easily to me. So here, first one we did is ukemi or under the arm throw. So I'm just going to step forward, coming up underneath the elbow, and forward to throw. So I do my front foot tension, drawing across the body. Should have my partner perpendicular to me. Then from here, I bring my other hand underneath, behind. That's the elbow. I go behind it. Now, this is actually a different version, but in order to get my partner to do a front ball, I got to do this one. So I'm here, and as I step forward, I throw my partner so we can go into a forward roll. So with our Joe as a arm mimic or substitute partner, even though people are getting that today, we can't quite throw each other yet. It comes in here for yokomen, foot tension. Notice I've got the Joe, right hand up top, drawing across, shihonage. Now from here, like last time, my arm lets go. Say this is where my partner's elbow is, that's where the shoulder is. Elbow here, shoulder there, and there. And as I step forward, thumb up to thumb down. I'll generally throw across my partner, that's just the way I was raised. So I throw it at 45 this way. You'll see a lot of people where they'll throw 45 that way. Just kind of a flavor. And I believe some people even throw it forward. Pick which one works best for you. So let's go ahead and do this one 4 times. So here we are, left into that hami. So as that yokomen comes in, I come in, front foot tension. Oh, here, now here, I bring my jaw across, that shihonage that I have in my partner's arm. Again, I should be able to easily hit my partner, and they should be able to easily hit me. Now here, take that left hand, put it under behind their elbow. So put it between their shoulder and where their elbow is here. Okay, now from here, step forward and throw. Okay. So now right over hami, yokomen comes in, front foot tension. Left hand, left footer in front. Now from here to draw across, shihonage. Now that right hand lets go, we're going to put it back between your partner's elbow and their shoulder. Okay, now from there, step forward and throw. Okay, so into the camera 2 times. left foot hidari hami, yokomen comes in, front foot, tenshin, shiho sabaki, drawing across the body. Left hand comes free, goes between your partner's shoulder and their elbow. From here, I like to have a thumb up, and as I step forward, thumb up, goes to thumb down to throat. Last one. Right turn behind me. Yokomen comes in, front foot, and shin. Okay, now from here, draw across. Shiho sabaki. Let go with that right hand, put it between your partner's shoulder and their elbow. From there, have my thumb up, I step forward, thumb comes down, and throw. So, the kemi for this, I'm here, I would strike yokomen. As I strike yokomen, they do that front foot tension, drawing me across. Now I'm here, they're going to do that shiho sabaki, turning my body. Okay? So again, it should be where I can't easily, hopefully, hit them or punch them. Okay, but they should be able to easily hit me. Now from here, they'll be bringing my wrist down and putting pressure up back behind the elbow. As I put that pressure, they move forward. I come up, I can step forward, and then from there, do some kind of forward roll that makes sense and that you can easily do. So let's do this 4 times as well. So if my partner's here, left and hidari hami, I'm also going to be left, but I'm going to be striking yokomen with my right hand. So here, we come up, we strike yokomen. They do that front foot tension, so it's going to draw us a little forward this way. Now, as they do that shiho sabaki, it's going to turn us. So now we're looking back where, from the way we came. From here, I think my partner is going to be bringing my wrist down, but putting pressure on the back of my elbow. So from here, as they do that, I'm going to step forward with my left foot because they're going to start to throw me. As they start to do that, my left hand can come out. I can come down to my knees if I'm doing a rolling. Bring my hands down. And then roll all the way over. So, partners here, right or behind me. I'm also right, striking with my left hand. So here, I step strike yokomen. They do that front foot tension. They do the shiho sabaki. So bam, I'm here. So my left wrist is going to go down, but my left elbow is going to come up as they're putting pressure there. Now from here, as I put that pressure and step forward, I'm going to step forward with my right foot. Right hand comes down. I come down to my knees and nice, easy forward roll. Last 2 partners here, left and down behind me. I'm going to be left and down behind me, striking yokomen with my right hand. Actually, I can turn it a little bit this way. Yeah, we don't put thumbs up. So here I step, strike yokomen. They do that front foot tension, draws me out. They do the shiho sabaki, turns my body. From here, my wrist goes down, elbow goes up. Now as I step forward to throw, my left foot steps forward. I can get down to my knees and roll, or do whichever roll works best for me. Okay. Last one, right behind me. I'm also right. So I strike with my left hand, yokomen. They do that front foot tension, draws me out. They do the shiho sabaki, bam. I'm here, perpendicular. So my left wrist goes down, pressure going to come up behind my elbow. Now as I start to step forward, I step forward with my right foot. My hand can come down to the mat. As it comes down to the mat, then I can go down and roll. So, actually, let me do cat first. So next, other one we did was a version or a way to do kokyunage. So everything starts the same. So it's one of the themes I like to keep on. Is I don't like to add too many variables. So I've gotten back to that shiho sabaki. Now here, I'm just going to slide a little bit out so that I can get my partner next to me. As I get my partner next to me, I'm going to put my hand over theirs, raise up, pivot, and throw across their body. Okay? So, if we're already here, we get to the same shiho sabaki opening. We're just going to take that front foot and slide a little bit more out to that same direction. Get my partner to come with me. Now I'm going to put, last time I put my hand underneath. This time I'm going to put my hand over. So I'd like to have my partner's shoulder next to my shoulder. I like to have this hand down and tighten into my body. From here, I would raise up. And then as I kaiten and pivot, I'd be pivoting and cutting across their body. Usually most partners aren't this bendable. And then that's where a partner would fall. So with the Joe, to help us kind of visualize where our partner's arm is and where their head hopefully should be, or reasonable proximity thereof. Tenchin, shiho sabaki. Again, now we slide a little bit out. This time on my partner's wrist, I would put down and almost lock it into my thigh, raise this hand up. Okay, now from here, I would pivot. As I pivot, that's where my partner's shoulder is, that's where their head is. I'm just going to cut down on that angle. Okay, so as we're here, both sliding across, bring it in tight. So when I do these, I want the Joe tight to my body. Okay, and then as I raise up and I pivot, that's where my partner's shoulder is, right here, right at this end of the Joe. I'm going to cut down. So hopefully I'm cutting across and through my partner's throat, which should hopefully give them a reason to want to fall nicely. Here we are, left foot kemi. Yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. Shiho sabaki. Now from here, we're just going to slide that right foot a little forward. Put our right hand down to our kind of where our right thigh is. Have that Joe nice and tight into the body. I've actually kind of got it tightened into my armpit here. Now I'm going to raise my left hand and then kaiten or pivot. So right here and then cut down. Okay. Right or maybe behind me. So here, yokomen comes in. Front foot and shin. Shiho sabaki. Now from here, slide that left foot a little bit out to the left. Bring that left hand down and then hug that Joe, because if you're hugging your partner's arm, bring it nice and tight to you. Now from here, raise that right hand. Now kaiten or pivot, and then cut down. Remember, kind of at the end of the Joe is where your partner's shoulder is, because that's where you want to cut through. Good, very nice. Facing into the camera, left or hidari kami. Yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. Now from here, draw across, shiho sabaki. If we go this way, you're also going to get up front. Slide that little bit forward and then hand down and then tighten into your body. Now from here, raise that left hand. Now kaiten or pivot. And then here, just cut down. Okay, last one. Right arm behind me. Yokomen comes in, front foot, and shin. Drawing across, shiho sabaki. Slide with that left foot, and then hug that Joe nice and tight into you. Yep. Good. Now here, raise that right hand up. Kaiten, pivot, cut down. Okay, so the ukemi for this one is similar, but yet different. So on this one, I still do that yokomen. Front foot tension comes here. Shiho sabaki. Now, as they draw me this way, my hands are going to go down, and as they lift up, my chin would go up here. Okay? So ideally, my partner's arm would be coming across my neck, across my face, so I don't want to be there. And then from here, as they cut down, I can step back and do a nice easy back fall, or some version of a back fall that suits you. So here we go. Partners here left and hidari hami. I'm also left, striking with my right hand. So I strike yokomen. They do that front foot tenchin. Now they bring it across, shiko sabaki. Now they're going to just draw me a little bit more there. They draw me out. Now my hand's going to come down, and then my chin's going to go back because now they're lifting up. And now as they're cutting across, I can bring my right foot back, down to my right knee, tuck, and then move. So right underneath me, same thing. Strike with my left hand. So here we strike yokomen, front foot tenchin. Now here, shiko sabaki. Now they're going to draw us out a little bit more. As I do, my left hand's going to go down, my chin's going to go back because now we're going to start to lift up. Now from here, as they start to cut down, my left foot will come back, comes down to the knee, tuck, and then take appropriate hand. Okay, 2 more times. Partners here left and hidari hami. I'm also left, striking with my right hand. So I strike yokomen. They do that front foot tenchin, shiho sabaki. Now, as they draw out, my right hand goes down, chin goes back, right foot steps back, and then down to the knee and roll. Right. Last one. Partners right underneath my knee. I'm also right, striking with my left hand. So I strike yokomen. They do that front foot tenchin, shiho sabaki. Now they draw me out. That left hand goes down. Left hand goes down. Chin goes up because they're lifting up. And then from here, as they cut, my left foot goes back, down to my left knee, and roll. All right. So now let's kind of just build from there. So the next one we're going to build with, from that perspective, is hiji kime to kokyuho. What's hiji kime? Under our elbow C's. So all we're going to do is we get to that same point. We're going to get to the point we were just a second ago where we drew out and we have our hand over. Now what we're going to do is bring our hand underneath, over and underneath. Some people call it a figure 4. Here's my partner's elbow. I get right behind their elbow, grab onto my own forearm, and then their palm is facing up. I push their palm down as I would be lifting up, braced against my own forearm, up. If you notice, arms usually don't bend this way, or at least they don't like to bend this way. So partner's going to go out, out, out as they tap. Okay, that gives me opportunity because now they're not thinking about their balance, and then the exact same thing that we just did. So big difference is we get next to our partner, hand goes over the top, just like we did before. This time we bring underneath and we can grab our own forearm, our own gi, whatever we need to grab, so that we can put pressure on the back of this elbow. So from here, for right now, I'll say let's grab our own forearms, or because it's a little bit easier. Everyone's got forearms. I'll say everyone. It's easier to grab your own forearm than it is to think about grabbing your gi right now. And then from here, we would push down with our lead hand and come up with our back hand. Okay, our partner will out, 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 raise up and throw. So thank you, Kat. So front foot tenchin, shiho sabaki up through here. So as we move across like we did last time, we have that hand come up over the top. There's my partner's shoulder. Elbow is somewhere around here. We come up underneath. We're gonna just grab our own forearm, bicep. Let's go with the forearm right now. This lead hand is gonna push down. As it does, this is braced here. It's gonna lift up ever so slightly. If you try this with your partner, they will go, yeah, that doesn't feel good. They would go ow, ow, ow. At that point, you can release this hand, pivot, and do the exact same thing we were just doing. We just added an extra piece. So let's try that together. So here we are, left foot behind me. Yokomen comes in, coming back, front foot tenchin. Now from here, shiho sabaki. Slide that right foot forward a little bit. Now, bring that left hand over the top. Now, take that left hand, kind of just keep that armpit there. Bring your left hand up and underneath the jaw, and then grab your own forearm. So it's this one, you should look kind of like this. Yep, yep, yep. Now, from here, push your right hand down a little bit, and then gently try to bring up your left forearm. Don't do too much. Raise up like the jaws. Okay, by that point, your partner will be going out, out, out. So your left arm releases, raises, pivots, kaiten, and cut down. Good. So again, now right to behind me. Here, yokomen comes in, front foot, tenchin. Shiho sabaki. Slide forward a little bit. Take that right hand, coming up underneath. Now bring that right hand underneath the jaw, grab your own forearm. Now from here, push down a little bit with the left hand, and your right hand, you can use that is bracing the forearm to lift up a little bit. So it's down and up. About that point, your partner goes out, out, out. Release the right hand, raise, kaiten, cut down. Okay, into the camera. Here, left foot behind me. Yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. Shiho sabaki. Slide a little bit now. Bring that left hand over. Come up underneath, grabbing your own forearm. Take that right hand, push that right hand down. Left hand's gonna come up just a little bit. They would go out, out, out. Left hand would release, raise, kaiten, cut down. Right arm behind me. Yokomen comes in, front foot, tenchin. Shiho sabaki. Slide that a little bit forward, and now bring that right hand over the top of the jaw. Okay, now take that right hand, keep it on top, and then snake underneath. Grabbing your own forearm, so you'd be pushing down with your left hand, your right hand, or right forearm would be coming up a little bit, putting pressure on the back of the elbow. So don't let your shoulders come up, so don't try to do this. Try to keep them down as you push down with the left, up with the right. Now release, up, kaiten, pivot, cut down. Okay, on the 90s, here, yokomen comes in, front foot, tenchin. Shiho sabaki, slide a little forward. Left hand comes over the top, snake it underneath the jaw, grabbing your own forearm. Here, push that right hand down, bring that left forearm up a little bit, behind the elbow, they will go out, 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 go tap. Left hand releases, raises, pivots, cuts down. Okay, right arm behind me, yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. Shiho sabaki, slide forward, bring that right hand over the top. Now from here, snake that right hand underneath the jaw. Okay, making that figure 4. Okay, push down with the left hand, which would be at the wrist. The forearm should be behind their elbow. They would tap, right hand releases, raises, kaiten, pivot, cut down. Okay, 2 more. Here we are, left hand behind me. We start yokomen, front foot tenchin. Shiho sabaki. Slide it over forward, shiyashi. Left hand comes over, snake it around, making that figure 4. So from here, push down with the right, pushing up a little bit with that left forearm to create a brace or a lock. They would tap. Left hand releases, raises, pivots, cuts down. Okay, last one. Right turn behind me. Yokomen comes in. Front foot tension. Shiho sabaki. Slide over the top. Now snake underneath, making that figure 4. Here, push that left hand down. Right forearm should be bracing to make a lock. They would tap. Right hand releases, raises, kaiten, and down. So, the kemi changes just a little bit. Okay, so say yokomen, front foot tension, shihonage. Now, and I'm here. So that same feel. Palm would go down, but now this time, as this is here, you gotta think. I've got third forearm back behind my elbow, so it can only go so far. So here, I'll be feeling pressure on the back of my elbow, so it makes me want to get up on my toes. I would tap, then head comes back, step back, and throw. Okay? So let's go ahead and do this one 6 times, just so we can get through one more technique. So, partners here, left or hidari on me. I'm going to be left, striking with my right hand. So here, we strike yokomen. They do that front foot tension. Shiho sabaki. They draw us out. Now from here, so they would come snaking underneath the elbow right here. So my palm would go down, but my elbow is not going to go much further. So as I'm here, I'll be feeling pressure on the back of my elbow. So for me, that makes my hips come up. I would tap. So tapping is good. Tapping lets your partner know, hey, that's good. Stop. They would release, then my chin would come back. Foot can come back. Down to the knee. Tuck, and then boom. Okay. Right to behind me. I'm also right underneath my knee, so sit. Yokomen, front foot tension, shiho sabaki. Now they draw me out. Now from here, my arm's not going to move much further than this because palm goes down, but they've got something braced against my arm here. So here, my hips would come up. I would tap because they're putting a lock on. Head comes back now at this point. Left foot comes back. Down to the left knee, tuck, and then roll. Okay, left foot down on me. I'm also left, striking with my right hand. So here, yokomen, they do the front foot tension. Shiho sabaki, now they draw us out. From here, my wrist would go down, but my elbow can't go any further. So it's going to bring my shoulder and my hips up. I would tap because there's pressure against the back of my elbow. Then they would lift up, raising up my chin. As they go to cut, my right foot goes back, down to my right knee, tuck, and then roll. Partner's right underneath me. I'm also right, striking with my left hand. So I strike yokomen, front foot tension, shiho sabaki, and then they slide over forward. So here, as they would bring they do that hiji kime, that elbow sees. So my left wrist is going to go down, but my elbow can't go any further. So my shoulder's going to come up, my hips are going to come up. I would tap when it's very well put in. They would raise up, so my chin comes up. Step back with my left foot, down my left knee, tuck, and then roll. Okay, last 2. Partners here, left to that on me. I'm also left, so I strike yokomen. They do that front foot tension, shiho sabaki, and now as they come across, my hands here, palm up. So they'll be pushing my palm down, but they've got that hiji kime, that brace behind it. So here, my elbows coming up, shoulders, I tap. So then they raise up, bringing my chin up. I step back with my right foot, down to my right knee, tuck, and then roll. Okay, last one. Partner's right underneath my knees. I'm also right. So from here, I strike yokomen, front foot tenchin, sabaki. Now from here, my partner's going to draw me out like we did last time. Palm is up. They got that hiji kime, so my palm would go down, elbow stays up, and it puts pressure. I would tap. They raise up my chin as they raise up. Then I bring my left foot back, down to my left knee, tuck, and then roll. Okay. Let's see how much time I got left. Hopefully I have enough time to do this one. Yes, I have just enough time, so we're just going to go right into it with the Joes. We're going to do shihonage, a mote. It's actually pretty easy with the Joe. It actually makes a lot more sense than anything else. So as that yokomen comes in, front foot, tenchin. We do that same shiho sabaki. Now, shihonage mote, I step with my left foot and raise. I kaiten or pivot, and then cut down. Should have my right hand, right foot in front as I do it. So now right underneath my knee, here, yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. Shiho sabaki. Now from here, step that right foot forward, raise up. Kaiten, pivot. Cut down. Okay, into the camera. Here, left into that knee. The yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. So my hands are where my partner's are. Shiho sabaki, throwing it across. I step my left foot forward, raise up. Kaiten, pivot, and then cut down. Okay, this should be really the last one. Right to the knee. Yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. It's okay, let's start again. Yeah, it was totally the alarm. Because everyone was doing good, and I was like, ah, okay, alarm. So here, yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. Shiho sabaki. Step forward, that right foot and raise. Kaiten, pivot. Cut down. Should have your left hand, left foot in front. Okay. So let's go ahead and put our joint away and drop the meeting. Thank you all very much for those of you here in person as well as those of you online. So as a reminder, next Wednesday, which would be, what is it, the 24th, it's going to be a cardio Wednesday, so if you can have your Boken and Joe available to you, as well as a yoga mat or something, so that you can join us with ukemi, that would be great. Okay, with that being said, everyone have a good night, stay warm, stay safe, see you then, bye. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stand up and get started for the evening. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, up and down. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, to your shoulder. Ich, 8, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hachi, ku, ju. Sorry, I just let me do this to Okay, hands going forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hach, ku, ju, backwards. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hach, ku, ju, across. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hach, ku, ju, diagonal. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hach, ku, ju, side, side, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hach, ku, ju. Okay, right hand up, switch over to your left side. Up. Left hand up, switch over to your right side. Up. Right hand up, switch to your left. Up. Left hand up, stretching over to your right. Okay, going on to that right side. Left foot as flat as possible. Okay, switch over. Left side, right foot as flat as possible. Switch over. Now onto your left heel. Let you stretch, put that left hand behind that left foot. Stretch that right hand out to those left toes. Okay, switch over to your left side. Now you're on your right heel. I'll let it stretch, put that right hand behind that right foot. Reach out to those right toes. Okay. Yep. Together. And those knees. Rotate them counterclockwise and ich, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hachi, ku, ju, clockwise, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, straighten out the legs. Just bend at the waist. Try to touch the ground. If you can't touch the ground, don't worry. Just hang there. Try to keep those legs nice and straight. Okay, now bend those knees. Bring those shoulders up. Bring that head up. Knees are nice and bent. Trying to keep that spine nice and straight. Keep the feet flat. Okay, straighten out the legs. Bending at the waist. Okay, bend those knees. Shoulders back and up, head is up, feet are flat. Try to have the weight evenly distributed over your feet. Okay. And sorry, straighten out those knees, bending at the waist. Now one last bend at the knees. Head is up, shoulders are back. And we're just breathing. Try to keep that spine nice and straight. Shoulders are back. Once you have those hands up, so it forces everything to come up, but keep those feet flat. Keep those knees bent. Okay, 5 more seconds. Oh, you can do it. Just breathe with me. Nice straight spine. And now relax and down into Seizai. Okay, to inventory the stretches. Starting with ikkyo, so try to keep your shoulders down, try to keep those elbows down, and try to bring everything up into your center line, okay? And then use that opposite palm as you're stretching. Right now we're stretching the left wrist. Use that other hand. I like to put it perpendicular to my knuckles. That way when I'm stretching, I can make sure I'm flexing the wrist, okay? And bring it up. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, chi, hachi, ku, ju. Now same thing with the other hand. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, ikkyo. Left pinky up, right thumb on top. Make sure those other hands, those other fingers, are wrapping around that left thumb and bringing that pinky back to ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now right pinky up, left thumb on top. Again, wrap those left fingers around and underneath that thumb and bring it back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so sankyo, sit cross-legged. Sit cross-legged. No, ankles, no, if ankles hurt, sit cross-legged, please. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, so sankyo, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hand. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. The begeshi, wrist turn out. Make sure that palm is flat on the back of that hand and turn. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hands, okay. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, shihonage stretch. So make a light fist with your left hand. Put that right palm on that pinky side or take a kana side. And push it over to your left and let it unwind. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, same to the other side. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, push that a little bit. All right. So let's put right foot in front, right foot in front. Bring that left foot in. Try to keep that left knee down as best you can. Reach that right hand out to that right foot. Now reach the left hand out to the right foot. Now bring that chest down to that right knee. Up. Okay, switch over. Left foot out. Right foot's in. Yeah, try to keep that right knee down as best you can. Left hand out to that left foot. Now bring that right hand to that left foot. Now bring that chest down to that left knee. Up. Okay. Spread your legs as wide as is comfortable. Okay, both hands over to your right side. Up. Both hands over to your left side. Up. Now, both hands to the middle. Just reach as far forward as you can and get your chest down to the ground, even better. And up. Okay, bring this feet in. Grab those toes. Forehead down to your feet. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you come up and down. Exhale. Up. Inhale. Down. Exhale. Up. Inhale. Down. Exhale. And up. Inhale. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of quick ukemi, and then we will get into some kai sabaki, or body work. So again, we're going to start. I like to have my hand on right hand dominant, so I like to start with my left foot up, my right side down, keep my arms between my knees, between my shoulders, tucking that chin. I'm going to go over my left knee, going all the way over. So we're going to try to do 10. So each, tree switch, knee, sun, chi, roll, roll, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. One more time. So remember, stay on the one hip. Oh, other side, other side, other side. Right into you, just yeah. So. So as you go here, and over. So one more time. So don't let yourself practice inside. One more time, one more time. You had it last. You had it Wednesday perfectly. So as you're there, okay. So don't rock to the side. So I think that's what was happening last time. You were rocking to the side. As you're here, stay on this hip and let it come over. Yes, you're gonna be going over that way. There you go. That's it. Like I said, yeah, you were literally changing as you were moving through. That's why the roll looked really good if it was on the other side. But bravo. Yeah, really nice. So now forward rolls, opposite of backward rolls. So as you're here, I keep my right side forward, put my right side down to the front, left side's back, palms are down, that lead shoulder goes down, hand goes through this little hole, chin is still tucked. Now I'm on my right shoulder, going over, I'll finish on my left hip, okay? So we're here, now left side forward, hand is down, that right leg will kick through, and then going on over. Let's go ahead and try to do 10 and each. Knee, sun, chi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, one more piece, so a little bit more straight on. So what I'd like you to do is look at the mirror. So before you start, look at the mirror. So instead of being this way, almost face it straight on. Yeah, go ahead and get all the way down. If you can get all the way flat on your feet. Yeah, and now you put that hand down that way you roll. There you go, there you go. And now that's it. Okay. Yep, good. A little bit more over one more time. So let your body go all the way over. So kick that leg. There we go. That's it. Yeah. Good. Yeah. It's just it feels really weird. You gotta get comfortable kicking that leg and letting your body really throw itself a little forward. So, all right. Ushiro yoko kaiten, back side fold. So we're here. You start down to the right, you bring the left side over, right side comes down. Now we reverse it, go down to the left side, right side goes down, left side goes down. And again, down to right, left, right, and reverse, left, right, left. One more set, right, left, right, and last one, left, right, left. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand up. Now,